What if I told you that a simple photograph could prove the existence of time travelers? In 1941, a bridge reopening ceremony in Canada captured something that would baffle historians for decades. A man who didn't belong in that era. A face from the future, frozen in time. This is the mystery of the time traveling hipster. Welcome back to Strange Chapter, where we uncover the world's most bizarre mysteries. In 2010, a virtual museum exhibit by the Braylorn Pioneer Museum in British Columbia went viral overnight. The exhibit featured a collection of photographs from the 1941 reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Goldbridge, Canada. Among the dozens of people in period-appropriate clothing, one figure stood out like a sore thumb, a young man, casually dressed, wearing what appeared to be modern sunglasses, a printed t-shirt, and holding what looked like a portable camera. While everyone around him wore formal 1940s attire, suits, ties, and fedoras, this individual seemed completely out of place. He looked like he had just stepped out of a 21st century coffee shop and wandered into a World War II era photograph. The image spread across the internet like wildfire. Forums exploded with theories, Reddit threads accumulated thousands of comments, YouTube videos analyzing every pixel of the photograph garnered millions of views. The question on everyone's mind was simple yet profound. Had someone actually photographed a time traveler? Let's examine the evidence that convinced millions of people they were looking at proof of time travel. First, the sunglasses. The man appears to be wearing wraparound sunglasses with a distinctly modern design. In 1941, sunglasses existed, but they were typically small, round, wireframe spectacles, nothing like the sporty style this man is wearing. Second, the clothing. While others wear formal attire, typical of the 1940s, this man wears what appears to be a graphic t-shirt with a logo or letter printed on it. Mass-produced graphic tees didn't become popular until the 1960s and 70s. Third, the camera. He's holding what many believe is a compact portable camera, possibly even a digital one. In 1941, cameras were bulky, box-like devices that required significant setup time. The object in his hands looks far too small and modern. Fourth, his hairstyle. While men of the 1940s typically wore their hair slicked back with pomade, this man's hair appears more casual and unkempt. Similar to modern styling, the photograph has been analyzed by digital forensics experts who confirmed it hasn't been manipulated using Photoshop or other editing software. The image is authentic, taken in 1941, and has not been altered. This only deepened the mystery. As the photograph gained worldwide attention, theories emerged from every corner of the internet. Theory 1. Actual time travelers. Some genuinely believe this is photographic evidence of time travel. They argue that the combination of anachronistic elements is too perfect to be coincidence. Perhaps someone from our era traveled back to 1941, underestimating how much they would stand out. Theory 2. Interdimensional traveler. A more exotic theory suggests this person slipped through a dimensional rift, briefly appearing in 1941 before returning to their own timeline. Theory 3. Parallel universe. Others propose that this photograph captured a moment where two timelines briefly overlapped, allowing someone from an alternate 1941 to appear in our photographic record. But what do skeptics and researchers actually say? As exciting as time travel theories are, historians and vintage fashion experts have provided compelling alternative explanations. The sunglasses. Researchers discovered that wraparound-style sunglasses were indeed available in the 1940s. Companies like Matsuda and Zeiss produced glacier glasses and sports goggles with similar designs for mountaineers and pilots. While uncommon, they existed. The t-shirt, what appears to be a graphic tee, is likely a wool sweater with a large letter, common among university students and athletes of that era. The Montreal Maroons, a hockey team, had similar jerseys. From the photograph's angle and quality, it could easily be mistaken for a modern t-shirt. The camera, the object he's holding, is most likely a Kodak folding camera, which, when closed, was quite compact for 1940 standards. These cameras were popular among amateur photographers and could easily be mistaken for something more modern in a grainy photograph. The hair. While slicked back hair was popular, not everyone followed trends rigidly. Young men, especially in rural areas like Goldbridge, often wore more casual hairstyles. Fashion historian Michelle Tolini-Finamore examined the photograph and concluded that while the man's style was certainly unconventional for 1941, every element of his appearance could be explained by items that existed during that period. He was simply ahead of his time in fashion, not literally from the future. So, if he wasn't a time traveler, who was this mysteriously modern-looking man? Local historians from Goldbridge believe they may have identified him. Several residents suggested the man could be someone named Lyle from the area, known for his unconventional style and interest in outdoor activities, which would explain the glacier glasses. However, his true identity has never been definitively confirmed. The mystery isn't about time travel anymore, but about an individual who simply had unique fashion sense that happened to align eerily with styles from 70 years in his future. What makes this story fascinating isn't just the photograph itself, but what it reveals about human psychology. We want to believe in the impossible. We want mysteries that challenge our understanding of reality. A time traveler at a bridge opening is far more exciting than a fashion-forward individual from the 1940s. This photograph reminds us that sometimes the most extraordinary explanations aren't the correct ones, but they capture our imagination in ways that mundane truth cannot. The Time Traveling Hipster remains one of the internet's most famous mysteries. While logic and evidence point toward a rational explanation, the photograph continues to spark debate and wonder. Perhaps that's the real magic, not whether time travel is real, but how a single image can transport millions of people into a world of possibility. What do you think? Was this simply a fashionable man from the 1940s? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye? If you enjoyed diving into this mystery, subscribe to Strange Chapter for more incredible stories that challenge reality. Hit the like button, drop your theories in the comments, and share this video with someone who loves a good mystery. Until next time, keep questioning everything.